there, friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Amy here, and I can't believe it's the end of the month. It's time for me to do my July favorite photo scrapbook page. So I have here my subtle 6x6 DSPs. The photo that I am going to be documenting is this one. My BFF came to town a couple weeks ago. We went out shopping and saw this cute dish towel, and I thought it would be fun to add this to my favorite photos. So I'm looking for color or pattern paper in the colors. We bought matching little sundresses, and I pulled my subtles out. And I'm just going to take the different shades of blue because there's lots of blue in our photo. But then I also pulled out some of the leftovers I have from the Love This Lily Pad collection, I think it's what it's called. I did some 12 by 12 pages with this, and I love these colors. And I wanted to pull in some pink. So maybe we could pull some of these in. And I did like this blue as well. So I think all of these might work for our photo. I don't need all of them, obviously. I'm going to have to pick and choose my blues. Let's put the pinks aside for right now, and this is my photo, and I'm thinking maybe this one, and I like this color. That could be fun. And I like this pattern. I like these because we've got dots, we've got stripes, we've got this damask. And then, let me see, I thought I had, oh yeah, this is from that lily pond. So maybe we could use that because that brings in the pink. Let's clear this, and yeah, I am liking this. Now the other thing I've been telling myself I wanted to do was to bring in some of the mix and match card kit. So there's the card bases in the matching envelopes, and what I did is I cut one of those card bases in half, and I didn't know if maybe this blue, but then I thought maybe the envelope. Well, that might work. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how we progress. But I did want to bring in my album. So here is my album, and I started this in January, and I pick one photo a month. I don't even do any journaling, and I do a page. And it's actually been really fun to just document one photo, keep it very simple, and then to go back and look at it. So we are more than halfway through the year, and it's been a lot of fun. I think I'm going to continue doing this even once 2024 is over. So let me go ahead and clear my desk and we'll get started. Okay, I brought in my glass mat. You guys have heard me talk about this glass mat and how much I love it. I've got my 6x8 base page, and I'm using a piece of basic white. And then I did go ahead and cut a mat for my photo. And my photo is actually a little, it's 2.5 by 4. So it's a little bit, not a common size, but I printed it myself on my printer, and that was the size that worked well. So I do like to add a little bit of a border to my photos. And then I went ahead and just cut some various strips of various widths and lengths. And what I'm thinking is maybe I can stagger them, and I think And then maybe we'll mat this on this just to give it a little bit more of a mat. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take my envelope apart. Now this envelope is like a good piece of real estate, because look at, you've got all of this on the inside. So if you're not a card maker, don't not look at the card kits, because I mean, we've got all of this and we've got all of this, and that's a lot of good real estate. So I am going to trim this, and I'm going to see if I can use this portion of the envelope so I have that bigger portion for a larger photo. Trim this a little bit more. I am using the Close to My Heart trimmer. This is a trimmer that Close to My Heart came out with after they announced they were closing. It was something that they ordered before they knew they were closing, and things take a long time to come in, like they work months in advance. And I love this trimmer, and the Stampin' Up trimmer is the same trimmer, it's just black. So if you are in the market for a bigger, a new trimmer, I do recommend it. All right, now I kind of messed this up. I want a bigger mat. So I'm gonna have to dive into this bigger envelope. Let's go ahead and trim this. I guess I can't talk and craft at the same time, but that is okay. I actually have 2 sets of these mix and match card bases. I will leave in the description box a list of all the products that I use. So I'm going to cut this at 3.5, and I just really like that floral subtle look. And then we're going to cut this one maybe right here, and let's see how that goes. And I still have a lot left over for another project. I cut that a little too short, but we're gonna see if we can make that work. Darn it, I should have measured better. But we'll see if we can make that work. Now, the other thing I was thinking I would do is, this picture is obviously going to overlap some of these patterns. So I'm going to cut these in half, or cut them, and then I can leave spaces so we can see more of them. I know this one is at 6 inches, so I can cut this one in half. And then what I'm thinking is we can have this one and then go like that, actually go like this. So I'm just going to dry fit this for right now, and then we will adhere once. I actually think maybe go like that. And then this one could go right here. And then we can put this here like that. All right, we can still see a portion of that pattern. I think just mixing and matching the patterns just makes it more fun. As you can see, this is a very simple layout, and that's the purpose of it, to keep it simple and to highlight one photo. And by cutting these 2 strips, you can see it looks like the strip goes all the way down, so it really makes it appear to be longer than what it is. And then I liked when I pulled out my album, I liked how I use the mini alphabet dies to do my month, whereas in the past I was using stamps. So I think I'm going to do that again and pull out my mini alphabet dies. I've been using this a lot on cards as well as layouts. And what I like about this is it's all one piece. So when you run this through your die cut machine, you get all of these letters. And also in the collection, you get these are the letters for other languages, and you get some punctuation as well. So maybe we'll run this through on the Pretty in Pink cardstock to do July. And I liked how I put it on that little kind of like scalloped rectangle, and that came from the mini pocket envelope, and it was this one right here. So I do have my little mini die cut Stampin' Die and Emboss machine. This little guy is my new best friend. It's so cute, and look how cute the little plates are. And it's really convenient because it's small, so I leave it here on my desk, and for instances like this, I can run it through without any problems, and it's not cumbersome. I do need to trim my paper a little bit so that it will go through. And the plates give you the sandwich recipe, so you know exactly what plates to use. And I will run this through. And then I already had one of those scallop rectangles cut out, because I usually cut a bunch at one time, so we won't have to run that one through. But I just wanted to show you all the letters. And move this out of the way. If your letters don't pop out and they stay in the die, a piercing tool or the tip of your scissors works wonders. Also, you can get that pickup tool, and the pickup tool has all different tips that you can use, and one of them is like a pokey tool, which is what I call this piercing tool, and you can put that nib on. I need to demonstrate that tool. Haven't done that yet. But anyway, this is all you do. I'll finish doing this and I will be right back. All right, so I've got my letters to spell July. I've got all these extra letters that I now can put back in with my dies, and I will have them for a future project. And as I mentioned, I had cut several of this shape, so I have one right here, and I can put my letters on the rectangle, and I will adhere these with my fine tip glue. I love this glue. Oops. It's perfect for the small areas. It's got kind of like this needle on it, and it allows you to adhere very intricate things. I should have my tweezers over here, but I'll demonstrate one of them, and then I will do the rest off camera, and I'll get all my other pieces glued down, and then I will be back. All right, I've got my July all adhered. Now, one tip I want to give you with this fine tip glue is once you're done with it, you want to clean the nib and then put the lid back on, because this will dry out, and you don't want that to happen. Ask me how, I know. So as soon as I'm done with it, I put my lid on it and then put it I'll take the lid off again the next time I use it because I don't want it to dry out. So there is our monthly title. All right, so I've got all my papers adhered down, and I wanted to show you how where we cut these two strips and there's that blank space. Well, we're going to go ahead and adhere this about right there like that. I could even do it on foam tape, but I think we're just going to leave it like this. And then with my journaling pen, we will doodle around the month title, and that will just allow this to stand out. This is just a black journaling pen. I like to call it my doodle pen because I do more doodling with it. So I'm just going to add some squiggly lines to give it some character. You could do dots or dashes. This is a tip too if your lines go askew. You can just add some scribbles over top to hide the skew. Okay, so that we can put, I think I want to put that down there because it's going to go on this side, and that would just allow our eye to flow. But I was thinking that another fun thing to do could be to tear a little bit of this and then I could put some pattern paper there. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do some of the pink, like we could, no, I don't like that. We want to do maybe a little bit of that because that's the farthest pattern from it. That might be cute. And put that there like that. All right, I added the title down. I pulled this back up because I think I want to add some ink distressing to the edges so that it stands out, it pops a little bit more on the page. Let's see how this looks. You can do ink distressing by doing the pad directly to the paper like I'm doing. You can use a blending brush. There's lots of different ways to do it, and I am thinking that allows it to pop. It just gives it that little added something. And I'm positioning it so that this photo base overlaps both of these strips. So I like that. Then we're going to go ahead and adhere this. So what I'm going to do is add some adhesive right here, like this, so that will pop out. And then I pulled out those dies, the die set, the mini envelope where I got that rectangle, and there's that little itty bitty tag. Isn't that cute? I ran that through and I was thinking I could put those right here just for a little added embellishment. And I got some of my twine and tied a knot and frayed the edges, and that ties the pink in a little bit more. And I would say that this page is complete. So let's go ahead and add our adhesive. Again, a super simple page, but it's just a simple year-long project, and you can pretty much use your scraps to do this. I'm going to get my fine tip glue and add a little bit right there and there. And I probably could have even stuck the tags down even farther, but that's okay. So cute. Everything is mini on this page, which mini is fun. Mini is cute, right? And then, I don't know, maybe we'll add just a little bit of doodling around the edges, and we will call this page done. So I am just going to add some doodling. For some reason, I can't always talk when I'm doing this. But I find that doodling around like this is the perfect thing when you just need a little something something. So as I was sharing with you, when I messed up here, this is where you could add a little bit of detail to your doodle lines, and it kind of disguises it. And there we go. There is our July favorite photos. Maybe we'll do one more right here. So there's one on every side. My July favorite photos page. I will link, or I will list all of the products I use in the description box below. If you do not already follow me, if you could hit that subscribe button, that helps my little channel to grow. Go ahead and like the video, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.